Welcome back, everybody. Oh, what's up, Millie? Huh? What's up with you? What's happening today on Ranching Sodak? Well, I'm gonna fix that skid steer deal first. Oh boy, look what this is. Got a whole trailer of stuff to unload. I'll show you that too. But miscellaneous day, that's what's happening on Ranching Sodak. Had a couple comments on my yard, how nice it looked and stuff. I appreciate that. Let's check these calves. We'll feed these guys. Just about time. We're gonna probably start weaning some 13 in that little group, and then there's another pasture of 30. They're all cows that are gonna be sold. Probably gonna start weaning that stuff here in the next couple weeks. I guess why I'm saying that is then we'll get them in a group and get a regular cell feeder going. You're doing pretty good. That one especially is coming along pretty nice. They were just skin and bone little pot bellies here in July. They're either twins that got abandoned, or I don't know what they are, or a super old cow with no milk. Well, let's see. I think I do know. Didn't we keep that one calf? We kept that one calf out of that 17-year-old cow. That was the deal. Want to see some more building stakes? There's no building here yet, Matt. The building is going to be right here, and then this is going to be the back. This is going to be where we'll run be a bud box. It'll come here. Let's just walk you through like a cow. First, they're going to come from out like we normally do, and then they'll come up and they'll get locked in this pen, and then we'll bring them back into that pen. There'll be the pen there, and then we let them up into this pen. They come up into here and they dead end into this, and then where I'm standing in that post there, there'll be this gate. They'll come back down, think they're getting away, and then you just kind of walk behind them, get them going here, and that's the building. Then they'll go along this alley, clear down this alley, and this will all be set up for horse. This job here, especially for cows, will be all done on a horse. Then they'll come around the corner and they'll dead end right there, and then the shed door is right here. The horse can come into this pen, the cows will come around the horse and right into the building. Been busy hauling rock. See the rock pile? We hauled like 6 loads. So most of Gene's rocks, especially this size, are here. Now we got to take the Merlot up there and move all the big ones. I think I got enough of these big rocks to do the riprap side hill protection. And now those panels that I just bought, I think as I look at this, once the building's up, I'm probably going to put a fence here at the end of the rocks. So we'll rock all that and then we'll come down. And I'm probably just going to put a fence here. We'll just let that grow up and nobody can get up there. Walking down here, and I can look at this here. This is my electric fence, comes from up there, 110 fencer. And this fence obviously has got, we got a major draw. I'm not sure what it is. This is the power comes to here, and then I hook this up, and that sends power out to this whole, all this pasture, and then actually goes across the road too, but that's shut off. But I think let's walk down a little ways and see if we can't disconnect something. Seems kind of aggressive to let her snap like that. I don't understand what it could be, because this is all wood fence. I don't know, I'll check it out, see what I find. I don't use insulators. These are hot, these middle ones. But with the wood posts, I don't use insulators. There's some definite grounding going on. Well, I found this. This was touching here, and then this was touching here, and this barbed wire is touching that panel, and the panel goes directly down into the water. If I bend this up, get this insulator to work like it should, we can try that. I also, along the slough here, I knocked a bunch of this grass down. Follow this side back, and this is the shortest little area to check, and before I go out all along there. I mean, I could just disconnect it, but we'll go try this. Well, I checked the obvious spots, but as you can see, these fences go through all that vegetation. There's a half a chance that it's just so wet and grassy that it's just a lot of grounding until it freezes. Until it freezes up and we get all the cows home, it might just be what it is, but we'll go plug her back in and see if it's snapping. Still snapping pretty hard. I don't know. We'll just leave her, I guess. Like I say, once the cows get home, we're gonna have to run around that whole thing and double check it. We'll get that remote so we can shut it off and fix. But anyway, let's go get some fuel. I got a battering ram thing that I need to hang from the bucket so I can try to straighten that door on that skid steer. And that's over at Jim's, and I'll show you how I do that. Oh boy, kind of fat and out of shape here after all that walking. So this battering ram is, I saw it, I didn't need it, and now when I need it, I can't find it. Stand by, I think it's out here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I knew you were out here, you little fella. So what I did with this thing is here's your ramming part. A set of chain hooks here, and then a set of chain hooks here. Go up like this, go up and down in a V, and then let that thing go way up. See how high my hand's pointing? Way up on the loader, and then that creates like this big pendulum. So once you get your height right, then you can ram this whole big thing like a big sledgehammer, but you don't have to do any extra work. You're just throwing it basically. So I need to get that thing set up above that skid steer door. I need to pound that door back, because if you remember a couple videos back, it was rubbing on there, and I could open it, but I don't like that. So I got to get that fixed. Let's go do it. Okay, so the problem is right here. See how it rubs? It rubs right in here, and what happened is something hit it. They backed into something here pretty hard and bent this whole thing in. So I've got to take this light out, get it out of the way, and then I need to hit in this area. Try to push that back, which in theory, if I push this back, it should pull this away from here. But I need to go up and get this thing lined up right in this zone. It's gonna work right there. All right, commence ramming. Well, I think what I'm going to do is flip that ramrod around and have a smaller point of contact. So as you can see, this little dimple here is coming out. It still needs it right in here though. I got to keep focusing my efforts, but we're getting daylight all the way down to here, and the door is getting a little easier. So we got to keep whacking away. We're doing the right thing. We're gaining. I just lowered it down a little bit, but I am getting some daylight in here. I'm getting daylight all the way down to here. For any of you guys out there that have tried to move your duals on the old 30 or 40 series tractors, yeah, I had a 4440 with narrow when I bought it, and I had to get the wheels brought out. So I beat like that in the shop for about 3 days to get that thing to break loose, to move them wheels out. So that's where the old battering ram came about. Here we go. Because I feel like I've got it whacked out far enough, but then since they drug this door on there back and forth, I think just this here is bowed out. So if I close the door, whack at her straight here, try to push this in just a little bit.
next sledgehammer.
So it still touches. But
open it, let's see.
It's not much. Here's Jerome, get him on camera.
There's Jerome. Ranch hand Jerome.
So it does touch.
Just at that top thing, well, and a little teeny bit.
I think we're going to call that quits. Jerome is here to borrow my scraper. So we got to go get him hooked up to that. We got to go over to the scraper, and Jerome, he's the guy that we got that pasture down south where we work those little calves. So ways down there, but he's got nothing else to do. So got a little dirt project he wants to work on. I said he could borrow my scraper, earth scraper. You'll see, just stay tuned. Here she be. I don't know if there was any way to lock it up. He's backing her right up. He's not even hesitating. There's a two-piece deal, so I got a little piece of flapper in there, but the blade is right underneath that flapper. So then you put it down, and then that blade, it'll start scooping dirt into there. You'll fill that thing full of dirt, and then when you raise it up a little bit, this thing will go back down and kind of stop the dirt from falling out. And then you can just drive over where you want to go, and then you just lift it up, and then that thing comes up and it starts dumping the dirt out.
It's all with this
one lever, one hose, or two hoses, one lever. Well, he's off. He's got his scraper. We got to go get that trailer unloaded so Sassy Pants can get her pickup back, and then I want to start hauling hay. I'll show you the new kicks on the truck. Looks pretty sharp. Remember me talking about buying metal panels and freestanding panels, how they don't cost you nothing? Well, here's a pretty good example. I did get a good deal on these because there's some broken ones in here, which is fine. We'll be able to weld them back together, but I basically got 11 24-foot panels, sucker rod panels, and it was just at half price of new. So this was kind of an odd deal. On the auction they had a handful of them, and they were busted up. They were a little cheaper because I don't think people wanted to weld on them. And then when I got there, he's like, well, I was going to keep some, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, he wasn't going to. Made a deal on the rest of them for kind of the same price. Ended up with a pretty good deal. And then this bunk, I wasn't going to buy this alone on that auction, but since I bought the panels, this thing brought $70. It's an 8x8 bunk for horses. There must have been some side, you could put side panels or something on here, but I thought this would be a pretty good idea for a salt feeder in the wintertime when you need a bigger area, maybe. Maybe I'll use it as a bunk, I don't know. Not heavy duty, but it's definitely worth 70 bucks. We ran into a little bit of a problem. Turns out we're 5 minutes late. Sassy Pants needs this thing. So I'm gonna attempt to back it in the yard, grab it, the neck with the Merlot, hoist it up so she can leave. I just need to get the trailer unhooked though, so she can get out of here. My gray pickup is down, otherwise she could take that. That thing is in the shop. Full coil and spark plug problems, so that's awesome. Time for a Fresca power up. I don't know if you saw that, if the GoPro went dead or not. Anyways, I just lifted her up with the old Merlot and got out from underneath the pickup. So now we need to finish unchaining and get the skid steer and unload it. But I gotta guzzle this Fresca to kind of recharge my electrolytes. If that's how Fresca works, I'm not sure. I think I'll sort the broken ones as I unload, make two separate piles, so when I get a chance I can take them over to the shop and patch them up. Now that I got them laid out, get a look at each one. I'm not so worried about the legs. A few of them have the legs missing, but in our application, we're gonna put them on them pipe posts and weld conduit or continuous fence clamps on there. So the legs down here don't bother me. So like, see this one, the legs have been busted off, but I don't really care. What I'm concerned about is the one that the sucker rod is actually broke or needs to be re-welded. Those are the ones we got to find and separate. I sorted out 5 broken ones, and I hauled over 9 good ones. Hauled them over and just set them along the fence. And then I got the 5 broken ones over here. So we'll just have to bring them over one at a time. We'll see how the stuff lays out, but I might actually have to cut one of these in half or bend one or something. We'll see as we get building. But I'm going to use those posts, and I'm having the Hutterites cut me with their laser cutter 5-inch circle caps to go on the top. And then we'll weld them on the top of the post. That'll give us a flat surface, and then I'm going to use that channel iron, and we'll set that 3.5 by inch channel iron on the top and weld it down. That'll be our top rail, and then we'll have to paint it because it's orange. But anyways, I want to go haul hay is what I want to do, so I need to ride. I got to get Jim to give me a ride up there. I'm going to take the Merlot up north and then get the semi up there. So. I'm gonna grease this thing up now because it's quite a bit of hay to load, 15 semi-loads or whatever. So I like this Chinese one better than the DeWalt. This guy, the Brabex. I think it's actually a little better than the DeWalt. I'm gonna try to open the grapple forks a little bit without busting my, I don't know if that's the problem or not. Jeez! Blew the hose off or about hit me in the head. Holy balls. All right. Everybody needs to calm down. Thing's too powerful for its own good. All right, welcome back. I took an old hose off of a hand pumper one, but I didn't put the lock thing on. I got a little nervous, so I'm gonna go by hand for now. That fricker can screw off. I guess we can't get him. I should try to get up in there though. Apparently you can't just full send it deadhead in there, you'll blow the hose off. Well, we're greased up. I'm gonna go see if Jim will give us a ride up. So I got Jim along. He's gonna drive this thing up to Micklegards, and I'll bring the truck. He's never officially drove this thing. Like he said, he's drove a hell of a lot bigger equipment than this.
Yeah, but all the new ones are
They change them all the time.
difficult.
Just don't touch anything too much. See that red switch right there?
Yep.
That's your park brake. So when you flip that to off, then you just turn it ahead, that'll be off. This is just like the loader tractor. No clutches, no brakes, no, that's nothing. All you have is a gas pedal. And then this is forward and reverse. This thing, to make the loader work, it won't work unless you squeeze this back thing. So then to make it go into neutral, you have to push this straight in the middle.
Okay.
So that's forward, and then it's got the little thing up there that tells you, the little arrow, and then that's reverse, and then you push it straight in, it goes into neutral. So the brake, yeah, there's nothing to do with the brake. You let off the gas and she stops. It's like a hydrostatic, you know, so. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab the truck. The truck is just down here, and then you can follow me, so.
You going this way?
Yeah, we'll go to Micklegards, Oscar Micklegards farm. Fire this bad boy up, and I'll show you the new kicks. Pretty nice. Nice and thick. Got the chromies on there, polished aluminums all the way around. Brand new diggers. Pretty fancy. Pretty fancy, boys. Tires cost 65% of what I paid for the whole semi. So he's off. He's got her figured out. Floor that son of a gun. He'll gain some confidence as he drives it a little bit, but it'll go like 27 mile an hour. That gets kind of wonky though. You guys stay here, okay? You just stay right here in the pickup. Just stay right here in the pickup. Caught up to him. We made her down here. This is actually where I keep the bulls for late in the fall and into the winter until it gets too rough. But it's like 27 acre kind of a homestead pasture here. There's a free-flowing sprick. It's a spring creek combo, so don't worry about water. And I just run a bale down here every couple days, and then once winter really sets in though, we take it back to the feedlot. But anyway, I hayed what I could, and I got like 30 bales, I think. That's what we're gonna haul. All right, we made her. There's a rock over along this corner post there that I hit when I was cutting this, so we got to go push that guy out of the way. Well, actually there's two of them, but I don't know if I can dig the one out or not. I can't put the top ones on here. No, because then if they fall, and then what happens is they drop back down and they fall in between the neck. So like if these all fall and the top row doesn't get far enough away, then the dang thing rolls back into here, and then I can't pull ahead or back up. So I just been putting them on the top, on the back. So I can haul, it's 24, I guess. If I was to if I had a loader at home or a skid steer that was waiting, you could maybe move them, but I'd leave you here and gather these other bales, but I don't think you're checked out on the loader yet. All my twines would be broke probably. Well, we're back down here. I'm doing a terrible job of filming for you, so I didn't film the unloading. Kind of babysitting Jim. He needed to take his meds and get some water. So I'm going to show you the dumping the next time, or the time after that. I think there's 9 or 10 bales left here, and then we're going to get moved over to where all the rocks were, where all the rocks are. That's where we're at, folks. He's not a semi driver, but he gets by. On to the next one. I'll gather up these bales here, and then I guess we'll just kind of
go down there.
We'll just ease our way back out. We'll get full pretty fast. So. definitely get you a dumping shot on this load. Oh, I screwed up again and forgot to turn it on all the way. But we're dumping. It dumps so fast I can't record it. Can you believe that? Well, I can drop off my co-driver now. I think you're free to go.
Yeah, okay. You want to follow your route down that field?
They're so close together out there that it's not. If I move the truck one time, park it, move it one time, park it again, it's over with. If you want to go rake that ditch or you don't want to do nothing today or whatever, well, you don't have to.
You find the block pretty soon.
Yep. I'm just getting my day started is why I get excited.
Well, we used to.
I know. But tomorrow, if it's whatever, we could rake that, finish that up, and then unhook that damn rake up in the trees. I think we're done with it.
Market for the year, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the mower?
Yeah, that we can drag that out of the yard too.
I could put it up in that shed if you wanted to.
Yeah, if it fits in there. We got to put them balers in there usually.
Well, that's easy. There's room because there's nothing over in this side.
Yeah.
And I put your baler over there
on this side, yeah.
Last year, this spring.
Yep.
But it
yeah, whatever.
The bearings and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's better for them.
You know what? See ya.
All right, thanks. Well, we can go get another load here, but Sassy Pants is home. We better go. Hey, you been hanging out? Get in the pickup. Parkour. Nice jump. Yeah, you're a good jumper. Maybe get another Fresca power up. Fresca's been a good sponsor. I think, I don't know. Tastes good. Sonoma acts like it doesn't want to run. Come on, little buddy. Farmer Tyler, he was baiting his gopher trap with a pomegranate and an orange off of his tree. But I would like to let you feast your eyes on what I grow here. This is a Honeycrisp tree. You guys have all ate a Honeycrisp apple? I got 4 of them now. And they're really pumping them out. These are dwarf. They're gonna be dwarf trees, so I'm not gonna let you watch me eat it either. So you're just gonna have to use your imagination. This Fresca tastes like, I don't know, I can't put my finger on it. All right, this time I'm gonna make sure I bring you along for the dump too. Cannot forget. Otherwise, we're just gonna have to keep hauling hay until I get an epic dumping shot for you. Cheers, Fresca. Okay, let's do it this time. Let's film the full loading and the full unloading. Let's see if we can do that. You gotta remind me to get the camera set up for the unloading now, boys and girls. No stories today, no poems, no jokes. It's all business today, boys. I got a birthday wish to Farmer Chris. He's also known as the Make-A-Wish Grandpa for obvious reasons that no one knows. Anyway, Chris is in Wisconsin. I think it's his 39th birthday here today on Tuesday. So happy birthday to Chris. No, we don't want to be 39. Let's hold on to 49. It's his 49th birthday. That's what we're shooting for. And then a local boy, Easton Z, you know who you are. Thanks for watching, buddy. Now I will see you back at the unloading site. Now we just gotta find a place to dump her. So what I usually do is drop the back one first. Maybe I'll back up a hair so these don't get tangled up into here. I'm gonna back up. Oh, I guess I got there. We're just gonna have to full send her, boys. See what happens. Watch and learn, he says. Okay, so that's that. I was dumping this side over here and that side right where we're at.
Here we go. You feel safe right here, standing right by this freaking there you go. Jig on.
So we're on a hill going this way. Can't dump these here because the trailer's gonna come through here too. So we gotta get up along there and then we'll drop that side. See ya. I'll have to organize all these, but it's not that big a deal in your yard to just pick them up, stack them where you want them, or what have you. Well, I'm gonna go get one more load. My battery's gone on this thing though, so I'm gonna let you go. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll how does that go? Catch you on the next one. Peace.